State Weather Bureau says Tropical Depression Verbena is now over the Sulu Sea after traversing Guimaras and southwestern Panay. In its 11 a.m. bulletin on Tuesday, November 25, Pag-asa says Verbena was last spotted over the coastal waters of Hamtik, Antique. It carries maximum sustained winds of 55 km per hour and gustiness of up to 90 km per hour. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is raised over 13 areas in Luzon and Visayas, where strong winds may bring minimal to minor impacts. According to Pag-asa, Verbena is forecast to move west-northwestward over Sulu Sea and pass near or over Cuyo Islands Tuesday afternoon. Pag-asa expects Verbena to make landfall over the northern portion of Palawan Tuesday night when it may reach tropical storm category. Verbena is then forecast to emerge over the West Philippine Sea on Wednesday early morning, November 26, where it may further intensify. It will continue moving west-northwestward before turning more west-southwestward on Thursday, November 27. State meteorologists say Verbena may reach its peak intensity late Thursday or early Friday, November 28. Verbena is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Thursday early morning. Interior Secretary Jonvic Remulla says the arrests of what he describes as big fish are coming soon. His remark comes after authorities announced they had taken into custody 8 of the 16 accused of graft and malversation in connection with an anomalous 289.5 million peso flood control project. In a press briefing, Remulla says the public should expect more of those implicated in the flood control mess to be arrested in the coming weeks.
Big fish are coming soon. On the normal process of law, we should expect the Discayas, the senators, the congressman, within the next 5 weeks ay sunod-sunod silang nakukulong na. Sunod-sunod silang maaari.
President Bongbong Marcos announced on Friday, November 21, the issuance of arrest warrants against 16 individuals, including resigned Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldi Co. Co's 15 co-accused included several officials of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Mimaropa, and Sunwest Corporation, a construction firm linked to Co. Co has since denied the allegations against him and instead accused Marcos and his cousin, late Representative Martin Romualdez. Romualdez resigned as House Speaker after he was implicated in receiving kickbacks from corruption in infrastructure projects. Asked whether the big fish included the former Speaker, Remulla says,
wala pa to that effect. Hinihintay pa namin yung development. Kasi kung titignan nyo, wala pa kaming, hindi pa siya humaharap na kahit kanino kundi sa ICI. Ang ICI recommended him for further investigation ng Ombudsman. Ombudsman wala pang comment.
Last week, the DPWH and the Independent Commission for Infrastructure recommended plunder, graft, and direct bribery cases before the Ombudsman against Romualdez and Co. over flood control projects worth billions of pesos. Romualdez has since denied Co's allegations against him. Meanwhile, Marcos dared Co to return to the country and prove his claims against the president. The Pasig City Regional Trial Court approves the cancellation of the passports of former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque and Cassandra Ong. Aside from Roque and Ong, the Pasig Regional Trial Court Branch 157 also canceled the passports of former Technology Resource Center executives Dennis Cunanan, Ronelyn Baterna, and Mercedes Macabasa. They are facing a human trafficking case for their alleged involvement in the Philippine offshore gaming operator hub Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Corporation. Authorities raided and shuttered the Pogo Hub in 2024 following allegations of torture, human trafficking, and online scamming. Roque opposed the move to cancel his passport, saying he is not a fugitive from justice. He argued that a fugitive flees after conviction to avoid punishment or after being charged in court to avoid prosecution. In his case, he said he left the country in 2024 when no case had been filed against him. The court agrees with Roque that he is not a fugitive when he traveled abroad before he was charged in court. However, for one to be considered to have fled, the court says the intent to evade prosecution or punishment when there is knowledge of an already instituted charge is material. The court says Roque is deemed to have fled when he knowingly chose to remain in another country despite the charges against him. On the other hand, the court says the locations of Roque, Ong, Cunanan, Baterna, and Macabasa are unknown. In a separate order, the court issues a whole departure order against Ong, Baterna, Cunanan, Macabasa, and 23 others implicated in the trafficking case. A whole departure order prohibits a person charged in court from leaving the country. In a video statement posted on his Facebook page, Roque insists that his case was different from that of dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Go. He adds that he intends to file a motion for reconsideration as the court decision approving the cancellation of his passport was not yet final.
Ibig sabihin, unjustifiable daw yung aking pagkaalis sa Pilipinas at yung aking pag-iwas sa jurisdiction ng hukuman. Well, sa tingin ko po, mali yan. Kasi nga po, ang right to seek asylum, yan po isang karapatang pantao. Yan po ay kinikilala sa International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Kinikilala po yan sa Universal Declaration of Human Rights.